Most people treat social media reach like a lottery. They post, they hope, and they wonder why they're stuck at the bottom. But after doing billions of views, I've realized that growth isn't random, it's a ladder with 5 distinct ranks. And if you're stuck at 10,000 views and you want to hit 10 million, you don't need more luck. You need to understand exactly which level you're playing at and what it takes to graduate to the next one. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 levels of social media views. The biggest mistake I see creators and CEOs make is trying to play level 4 games with the level 1 infrastructure, because here's the thing, social media isn't hard, it's misunderstood. And once you see the blueprint for each level, the editing, the strategy, and the team required, you stop guessing and start scaling. I'm gonna show you exactly how to move from a low effort, 10,000 view per month brand to a 100 million views per month media empire, which we've now done with 5 separate personal brands. In this video, we're going through levels 1 and 2, which are the solo stages where you master the basics of consistency and hooks. Level 3, which is where you step into the big leagues, where you pivot from talking heads to viral formats. And then levels 4 and 5, which are the empire stages, where you stop being a creator and start being a TV network. And if you want to turn your content into a predictable lead machine, especially pay attention to level 3, because this is where most businesses find their escape velocity that completely floods their sales pipeline. All right, so let's start with level 1, which is the 10,000 views per month stage. Level 1 is what I call the low effort tier. At this ring, your only job is to prove that you can show up. You don't need fancy gear or god tier editor. You can literally just pull out your phone, riff for 30 to 60 seconds, and use Instagram's Edits app or CapCut to slap a headline on, and then use the auto captions feature. Every post now on modern platforms is practically guaranteed at least 200 views, with a big slice of that still going to non-followers. So if you do the math and you post 50 times in a month, even if none of those break through and you get 200 views per video, you've still hit 10,000 views. So this is the learning era. You're getting your reps in. However, even at this level, if you visualize 200 people in a room, that's still a big room with a lot of people, which is not bad and can still produce results for your business. And that's why social media is such a cheat code today. Then we have level 2, which is 100,000 views per month. At this stage, you stop riffing and your focus shifts to topic clarity and on-target curiosity. And the easiest way to do this is to use proven viral hook templates. So go to Instagram search on your phone and type in keywords for your industry and look at what's already exploded. Don't reinvent the wheel and just study the hooks alone of all this viral content that Instagram is going to show you, and then take that same hook or take the template and the structure behind the hook and use that for your content. Let's play a couple video examples for you to get an idea of what this looks like.
So we have a rule in our house with our kids, is if you're gonna go to a birthday party, you buy the present for them with your own money that you earn.
So this video got 5 million views. And then if you pay attention, the hook framework is we have a rule in our X with our Y, and then you insert the contrarian rule. So an example of this is we have a rule on our Zoom calls with our team. If you show up late to the call, you have to sync. Example number 2, we have a rule in our business with their sales team. They have to prep minimum 5 minutes before every call. You can see just putting those 2 examples took me, 20 seconds. And now let's play the next video.
I'm the Wolf of Wall Street. Never say these 3 words in sales.
This video got 2.7 million views, and I see this hook work over and over across industries. So the hook template here is never say these 3 words in industry. Example 1, never say these 3 words to your kids. Example 2, never say these 3 words in your content. Example 3, never say these 3 words to customers. Hopefully you're getting the idea of this, but when you follow this process, it becomes very templated and plug and play, and it's just effective for your content. It's gonna put you in a much better spot for your content really hitting versus just throwing things at the wall and riffing and sitting down without any idea of what you're gonna talk about. Now, to make this easy, we also have a cheat code for this, and we created a sheet with 200 viral plug and play hook templates geared specifically for personal brands and businesses. So if you want it, DM me the word hooks on Instagram after you watch this video. And this leads us to the next stage at level 3, which is where you're getting 1 million views per month. So now we're getting into the big leagues, and at 1 million views a month, your name starts to buzz in your industry. This is where you get lots of organic leads, speaking invites, podcast opportunities, and a lot of people really start to know who you are at this level. And to hit this level, you have to move beyond just a talking head, and you need to start testing viral formats. Think of your socials like a TV network. You need to run pilots, test mock podcasts, raw selfies, talking while doing, and there's a lot of other examples I'm gonna show you. And then once you find a winner on these formats, you double down and hammer that format over and over. And how you do this is still by going to Instagram search on mobile and searching keywords in your industry to find lots of viral content to study. And as a bonus tip, also search keywords in other industries and study what's working in other spaces, then be the first to apply them in your industry. A rule of thumb as well is the best content to study is outlier content that follows the 5x rule, where it got 5 times the views or more compared to the account's following size. It's a lot more effective to study content that got 1 million views on a 50,000 follower account versus studying a 1 million view video from Jay Shetty, who has tens of millions of followers and global recognition already. Outside of just studying the hook, you want to study the underlying video itself. So let's run through a couple examples.
Need a logo? Use Looka. Need a website? Use Framer. Need management? Use Notion.
So this video is what I call a list reveal format, and I've seen this same format go extremely viral multiple times across industries. You can see how you can get creative and apply this to your business. Just find any list like you would create a normal video round and do a reveal format one by one. Now let's play another example.
I quoted $600 for a full rebrand, and they ghosted me. Again, well, what made you pick 600?
This is what I call a clone conversation format. So you're just talking to yourself in 2 different outfits, having a back and forth conversation. And then usually one clone is dumb or a beginner on a problem, and the other clone is smart with all the answers to that problem. This is extremely easy to set up. You just have the script for both clones, if you will, and then you just angle the camera slightly. And when you're in one outfit, you film one part of the script, and then you're in the other outfit, you film the other part of the script. And then any editor is going to be able to piece this together very easily. All right, here's another example.
So this is basically laser resurfacing with a CO2 laser, as you can see.
This is a viral stitch reaction format. So you find a viral video to stitch onto the front of your content, and then you react to it on the back end with an expert or contrarian take. Now at this level of 1 million views per month, you should be posting at least 2 short form videos per day on each platform. So that's 60 total videos a month. And when posting 60 videos a month, you can test 6 to 12 formats per month in your content, which would be 5 to 10 videos per format. This puts you in the best position to quickly find winning formats for your brand. To make this easier as well, we've also created a PDF of 26 viral formats that work across all industries that you should be testing. If you want access to that, DM me the word formats on Instagram after this video. Also, if any of this feels overwhelming, we actually do this for you and keep your time involvement at 2 to 6 hours a month where you film and forget. And we minimum guarantee 10 million views in your first year working with us. So we guarantee you at least hit level 3. If you're interested, check the link in the description below to see how we build out these systems for CEOs and businesses. All right, so now we step into level 4, which is 10 million views per month. And at 10 million views per month, you are the top 1%. You're likely filming every week. You've now built a good internal team on staff with a social media director, a full-time videographer, 1 to 3 great editors, and a social media manager. And the secret to this level is volume and distribution. So by this point, you've already found winning content formats, and now you just need to do a lot more of it and even more experimenting to find more winning formats. If you still just post on your main social accounts alone, it typically takes 4 to 5 years to get to the level of 10 million views a month. But if you want to get there in 1 to 3 years, the fast track is incorporating sub accounts. So these are additional accounts branded to you per platform. A lot of people have seen these and think of them as fan accounts, but this allows you to go from 3 posts a day per platform to 10 to 20 posts a day per platform across a network of accounts. The way the math works on this is you have 10 accounts per platform, all posting 2 videos a day, which is 20 videos per day per platform. Then if you do this across 5 platforms on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Snapchat, that's 100 posts per day across all platforms and over 3,000 posts per month. This just puts the law of numbers in your favor, where you have a lot more content go viral and you can experiment significantly more to find lots of winning content. At this point, having a full network of sub accounts is essentially required to compete at this level and beyond. Alex Hormozi, Grant Cardone, Jay Shetty, Iman Gadzhi, Dan Martell, Patrick Bet-David, Gary Vee, and so many more big names all do this, multiple of which are our clients. So if they're all doing it, then you should probably do it as well if you're looking to get to this level. And then last, we have level 5, That's 100 million views per month. This is the top 0.01%. And at 100 million views, you aren't just a creator, you're a global media entity. Everyone in your industry and tons of people in other industries know who you are. And this is basically when you've slayed the final boss and won the game of social media. And we've now helped 5 separate brands get to this level. Unless you're Mr. Beast or Jake Paul, you cannot get here with just your main socials. And again, a full network of sub accounts is required. To hit this level, you've already accomplished all the steps in the first 4 levels. You've been running sub accounts and experimenting with lots of winning content types for probably a year or more. You have millions of followers across all platforms, and you just inherently go viral now because everyone has seen your face and knows who you are, and you have a dialed in team with significant amounts of data to repeatedly and predictably create viral content. Again, at this level, you need at least 10 accounts per platform posting 3,000 or more pieces of content for you each month. So to give you an idea, this takes a team of 6 to 10 editors, 2 to 3 social media managers, a data analyst tracking everything, a team leader, a social media director, and you likely have managers for a couple of your top platforms, such as a YouTube manager, maybe Instagram manager. Again, we also help brands get to this level and have done so 5 times with 5 separate brands and guarantee up to 500 million views in the first year. And you can learn more about this with the link in the description below. If this sounds like a big team and a lot of expense, it is, but it's much more of an investment, and 100 million views per month is mind-boggling. There's no other way to get there. You can't do it through paid ads. You could do it through an $8 million 30-second Super Bowl ad placement, but that's kind of it. And it's not ongoing every single month, month after month. So there's really no other way to accomplish this. And when you do hit this, you are flooded with business. You are the top 0.01%. It's incredibly hard not to make money at this level if you have any offer to sell to anyone. And the investment to do this with the team that it takes is so minute. It's so small compared to the results on the other end that it is truly the biggest arbitrage that I see in business available today. So to recap, social media growth is a staircase. Level 1, you have to master consistency with your phone. Level 2, you master the hook. Level 3, you master the viral format. Level 4, you master volume through sub accounts. And level 5, you master the game and build a huge media network. If you're not already subscribed, hit that button for more breakdowns on how we build the world's biggest personal brands. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.